Love don't mean a thing. I thought love was everything. My mama told me love ain't everything. It just causes more pain. Love don't mean a thing. I thought love was everything. My mama told me love ain't everything.
Sup? No! Walmart, you already clucking up. Jesus. Let's get it. Got your snacks, Cuddle Buddy, Adidas. Let's get it.
My name is Samantha. I'm 20 years old and I work at a Walmart by a small town called Jackson in Alabama.
Right.
Since I don't go to school full time, my boss would oftentimes put me on an overnight shift, back when the store was open 24 hours a day. Given that it was a supercenter, there would still be a number of employees working. My shift this one particular night was 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. I was one of only a couple employees doing stock work, and there was one or two employees at registers up front. Given that our store sits in the countryside of Alabama, we didn't really get much business at these insane hours of the night.
Okay.
However, it was a prime restocking period. I didn't personally know the other employees working that night, but it's not like we'd run into each other in the giant store anyway.
Right.
I started my night folding pants in the men's department and generally tidying up. I kept headphones in at night because usually there would be no one to tell me to take them out.
Right.
The customer came to the jeans section, and at that time it was around 11:30 p.m., so it wasn't really that weird. People would still come in and close shop till usually around midnight. The customer came up to me and asked me if we had any more of the specific pants he found in a different waist size. I apologized and told him only whatever was on the rack. He thanked me and walked away. I made accidental eye contact with him as soon as he stood by the rack putting the jeans back. It was kind of awkward. He walked away and I continued with my work.
And that's where you cluck up! That's where you clucked up! That's where you clucked up though, you know? Like, you accidentally, my ass, you know you did that shit on purpose. Gave him eye contact. Come on, bro. What you doing? And because you gave him eye contact, he most likely gave you eye contact back too. And that's a guy. You can be doing that. I think you're a female. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'm kind of tired. Right? But if you're a female, you gave him eye contact, and he is a guy, y'all can't be doing that out here. Like, accidentally, nah. That means, you know, we have a chance. Just saying, you can't be doing no accidentally eye contact. No, guy. You can't do that. That's where you clucked up. Jesus.
Some time passed, and the store started to look like a ghost town.
Right.
No one to be seen as far as the eye could see. I think it was like 1 a.m. I had made my way over to the appliances section. I was doing a lot of back and forth work with boxes from the back section where we kept all the items that were yet to go out. I brought a wagon full of boxes to one of the aisles and started stocking the shelves. Because the shelves were empty though, I was able to see someone through the next aisle over.
Oh no.
They were watching me. Well, only up until he noticed me notice him. Then he looked away. But his eyes looked really familiar. I stepped closer to get a better view, and I realized it was the same customer from like 2 hours earlier.
Wow.
How in the world could he still be in the store?
Exactly. That's my point, brother. 2 hours, nigga. 2 hours in Walmart. 2 hours in Walmart. That don't make no goddamn sense. At max, the most, you should be at Walmart. Maybe 20 minutes. Not no goddamn 2 hours. If you at Walmart more than 20 minutes, like you sus. You sus all over. Like nah, get the hell away from me. Like you're nasty. You're nasty, you're sus, you're weird, you're all of that. Just saying. Yeah, and you on some clock shit too. I'm just saying, like, 2 hours is ridiculous. You can tell that he was done an hour and 40 minutes ago. Is that right? Because 20 minutes plus the 40, like the hour and 40, that's 2 hours. Yeah, he was done an hour and 40 minutes ago. So now he's just playing. He wants you. Pause.
Without making it obvious, I took the wagon with me and passed the next aisle over just to get a look and see if the man had any items in his hands. His hands were completely empty.
Wow.
No way could he be shopping for 2 hours and not pick up a single thing.
What I'm saying?
Something wasn't right. I quickly finished up restocking the shelf with coffee machines and other appliances, then brought the empty wagon to the back area. I chilled out in there for a while because, quite frankly, I felt like that guy might have been following or watching me longer than I realized.
You think?
I played on my phone for a little while in the employee lounge. Then when I figured it was time to get back to work, I decided I would do grocery work instead, just to be in a different part of the store.
He gonna be there.
I went into the dairy cooler and filled a bunch of crates with dairy products like milk and yogurts. This took a lot of time to do because I had to check the dates on the products and such.
It's a lot of boxes.
Over the loud sound of the giant refrigerators keeping the cooler cold, I heard the door to the dairy cooler burst open.
Damn.
There was conveniently a gap in the boxes sitting on one of the pallets that allowed me to peek through it to the door of the cooler. And I shit you not, it was that same customer.
Wow.
I ran to cover under one of the shelves and pushed a big box full of eggs in front of me. I didn't have to worry about making noise because the refrigerators were so loud. For anyone wondering why I decided to hide, well, I already assumed this guy was hanging around the store watching me. Seeing him in the employees only section, never mind that, coming into the dairy cooler, seemingly something bad was definitely about to go down. I hid behind that box with my head down for the longest time, expecting to hear the doors to the cooler open and close eventually. After a while of hiding and not looking, I assumed maybe he left after looking for me. I lifted my head from my arms for the first time and looked up in front of the box.
He didn't leave.
He was right there, smiling at me, standing over the box. But his smile vanished as soon as I started to scream.
Wow.
He tried putting his hand on my lips to muffle my scream.
Ow, get out.
Didn't allow it to go in.
Ow, get your, oh, fucking, oh, God. Get your shits off my shits. Jesus. Oh, God. Okay. All right. A couple of things. Yeah, I may not know about me. Right? I'm sorry. I have a lot of in my nose. I don't really like being touched like that. All right? Unless, like, you know, you're my girl or whatever. All right? 2, I don't like nobody pointing at me. All right? Which is kind of like either it's ironic or it's, what do you call that? I forgot what you call it because I just said I don't like nobody pointing at me, but when I did the my intro, I pointed at y'all. I'm sorry. 3, I don't like nobody touching my fucking lips. Just saying. What else? I don't like nobody staring at me. Like, that's, especially if you're not blink. Oh God, sorry. I don't like nobody staring at me, especially if you're not like blinking. You're just like, right? What else? I don't like nobody following me. I especially don't like nobody all in my personal space either. Like, everybody has a bubble. Everybody has a bubble. And my bubble is pretty, it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. My bubble is pretty tight. Alright? So, like, if you in my bubble, you way too fucking close. You just saying. Jesus.
Third, I pushed the box of eggs over, right into him, and the eggs falling to the floor made him step back, looking down at his shoes. I ran right past him, but he didn't grab me. So I continued to run until I found another stockworker and told him to help me. The employee's name was Bob, I remember from his name tag. Suddenly, the man from the dairy cooler came up to the two of us and apologized, explaining that he was from corporate and was coming to make sure everything was running smoothly.
Really? Really? You fucking liar. You're a liar. I hate liars, liar. Really though, corporate? You must really think I'm a dumbass, huh? Really? 2 hours in Walmart, and you're the only person. I'm the only person that you're watching, that you're checking out for 2 hours? 2 hours. Really? Are you from corporate? You're not checking no other customers. No other employees. You're not checking no, you're not checking, the stocks. You're not checking the dates. You're not checking the shit on the shelf. You're not checking the racks. You're not checking like the electronics section. For 2 hours, you just been checking me out. Really? You talking about you from corporate.
He said he didn't mean to scare me and was simply checking up on me in the dairy cooler to make sure I wasn't slacking off. This Bob guy seemed to believe it all, but then again, he didn't seem very smart at all. I asked the man why he put his hand on my mouth, and he said he was trying to avoid making a scene.
What?
Then, shockingly, he gave me the order to finish up the appliance section, and he disappeared. As he was speed walking away down the aisle, I called out, "What's your name?" And he called back, "Tom." And just like that, he was gone. The next day, I called one of the managers and asked if there was supposed to be a visit from corporate the night before, and if a creepy man named Tom sounded familiar. My manager, Margaret, said it sounded like complete bullshit. There was no record of anyone from corporate named Tom who was supposed to come visit, nor would anyone from corporate ever be in the store at 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
They then went ahead and checked the camera footage, and a police report was filed when they realized this was a random man. And the cameras proved this man had been stalking me between the aisles for the better part of the first few hours of my shift.
Wow.
I told Margaret I couldn't do night shifts anymore after that, and she understood. I still work there, but more so as a day stock person or a cashier.
You're still gonna be clocked because you're working at Walmart, but just saying.
What's one place you can go to and find the weirdest, freakiest creatures in our society? I swear I've never been to a single Walmart where I didn't see at least one eye-catchingly strange human being. Strange does not even cut it for what I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
It was the Thursday before Black Friday.
Right. Oh,
Walmart
God.
was open extra late.
Oh, God.
I was in there around 11 o'clock looking for a new laptop. And by chance, I picked up off the shelf the last one that was being promoted for a really good Black Friday deal. As I grabbed it though, some big, revolting, dirty-looking guy comes up to me and insists he needs a laptop very badly. I nervously said, "I'm sorry, it's the last one." Then he got angry at me and started making a bit of a scene.
All right. Fuck it. You got it here. There you go. There you go. Take it. Jesus, bruh. Jesus. God damn. It's not that serious, nigga. Fuck. Don't do that. I hate when people make a scene like out of something so small. Like I hate when people make a big deal or a big scene or cause so much commotion when it's not even that deep. It's not that serious. It's not that fucking serious. Like they'll take something so small and make it so big. Like, bruh, it's a laptop, my dude. Like, chill out, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm just, come on, bruh. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. Like, you slicing it. Like, it's not. You slicing the hell out of that shit. Like, come on, bruh. Jesus. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Clearly wasn't normal, and my heart started racing simply because I don't get put on guard in these kinds of situations a lot.
On guard.
As others looked on at the commotion this big guy was making, I walked away with the laptop box quickly and went straight to a line. He kept yelling at me as I walked away. It was unbelievable. Some other customers on the line even tried to laugh with me and make me feel better, saying the guy was a nut. So I get home. My family's all asleep already. I go outside to sit in the yard by the pool and set up my new laptop.
Oh, God.
Then the light on the side of the house turned on.
Oh, God.
The one that turns on due to movement.
Jesus.
I went to check the side of the house to make sure no one was there. Would that thing go off once in a while? Yeah, but there's a small patch of woods right next to the house, so animals would often run on the property, triggering it.
Really? What?
Either way, I'm kind of a big pussy, so I went inside, locked the door, and finished setting up my laptop in the living room.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have to fart. Oh, sorry. Wait. Okay, there we go. Sorry. You already know how it goes. Okay. Phew. The reason I said wait a minute is because he said something along the lines of I locked the door. Let's analyze that statement. I, right, me, one person, locked. Thought I heard some shit. Locked the. So he already locked the door, past tense. The, one, singular. Door, again, one, singular, door. See, obviously, he didn't check the checklist. Hey, 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 he didn't check. Look. He locked the door. One door. Did you really? Your motion sensor, like whatever, right, goes off, right? And you just had a big commotion with a big guy, right? Trying to get the same laptop you was getting. I mean, are you not putting two and two together? You just had an altercation, and now you're at home, and your motion sensor like goes off. And you want to talk about you locked. You want to talk about you locked the door. Bitch, you should have locked the doors. Doors. And vents. And windows. And crawl spaces. And basements. And attics. Am I forgetting something? And the doors. Right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say doors. Like you got the main door, and then you got like a screen, like the screen door. You know what I'm talking about? If you have like a chimney, lock that shit. What else? Can't really think of nothing else. Yeah. You can't just say you lock the door. Like, nah, that's not, nah. Like, you lock the door. Like, what? It's like so you telling me you only have one door to your whole house? One door. Really? What about the doors inside your house? Like your rooms? All that? You lock the door.
Alarm suddenly started going off outside. I recognized it to be my Cadillac. I looked out the window to confirm this. I ran to get my keys upstairs, then tried pressing the panic button to turn off the alarm. It didn't work from the inside, so I stepped out to the porch and clicked it off. But then I noticed a car parked in front of our house that wasn't there earlier when I got home.
Oh, God.
And any cars parked in the street on our block was suspicious enough.
Right.
We live in a closed-off community, and everyone has huge driveways. I stepped down from the stoop and realized there was someone sitting in that car. I went back inside and locked the door. I went to my mom's room and told her I think someone outside means us harm. My mom and dad have a complicated situation, so my dad doesn't always stay with us. It would have been a different story having my dad there to tell about this. My mom came downstairs with me, noticeably worried based on what I told her.
Complicated my ass. Complicated my ass. No, I don't care if y'all separated. I don't care what the hell is going on. I'm your son. I'm your son. Okay? So whatever y'all two motherfuckers, right, have going on, I suggest you make it up or fake it and be together tonight, because there's a motherfucker that's outside that's acting real sus right now, right? And I don't trust that shit. So I don't know what the hell y'all going on, what's going on right now, but get that shit together ASAP so y'all can protect me ASAP. Please, Jesus.
My mom took a look through the peephole in the front door, then gasped and put her hands over her mouth. I looked through it as well, felt ready to throw up, and I saw a huge man standing on the other side of the door on our stoop.
Wow.
I whispered to my mom, I think that man followed me from Walmart. Suddenly, the doorknob started to turn as the man tried opening the door. When it didn't work, he started pounding on the door. That's when my mom let out a gasp and cry, and my younger sister came out from her room, who also started to panic when becoming wise to the situation. The pounding stopped, and there was a silence for a while, other than my mom's voice on the phone with the police. A few minutes went by, my mom still on the line with 911 with police en route, and there was a loud bang and crash downstairs in the den. A window was shattered. My mom and sister both screamed and cried. I told them to run upstairs while I locked the door to the den. I waited down there, expecting an attempt at the door or a bang. Nothing. Surprisingly, I heard a police car briefly wail its siren outside my house.
Hey.
It was the quickest response time I'd ever heard of. I ran outside to lead them to the den where the broken glass was. There, they found the huge, dirty, crazy-looking man hiding behind one of our couches. He was arrested at once, and we pressed charges. All the while, he was screaming profanities and threats at me, not helping his case. Both cops told me the guy seemed unstable and on some kind of drugs, but told us to get a good night's rest because he wouldn't be bothering us again.
You sure?
So while it may be fun to people watch at Walmart and laugh at some of the goofy things you see, realize you may also find some of the more dangerous people in our society in your local Walmart. Working the night shift at Walmart as a night stock person on the weekends was my second job when I was finishing up college.
Clock night shifts.
I needed to pay off my loans, so I had to make money however possible. I didn't deal with customers or anything. I would just sign for night deliveries, do warehouse work, and stock shelves in the store during after hours. The typical shift would usually be either 11 to 7 or 12 to 7. On July 9th, 2015, a Thursday night, I still had it locked into my brain. I was midway through my shift in the electronics department when I saw in the corner of my eye someone walk past the aisle I was working in.
Okay.
This wouldn't usually catch my attention if it weren't for the fact that there were only 2 other workers in the building with me that night. Alvin and Baco. They were both wearing the same staff shirts I was wearing. I would know because we all clocked in at the same time. The person I saw in the corner of my eye was wearing all black, so I naturally walked to the end of the aisle and did a little peep around the shelf.
What the fuck? 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 Bitch. You naturally walked towards the guy that's dressed in all black. All black. All black. You naturally did. That was your natural instinct. Your first response. You see somebody dressed in all black. Your first, wow. Wow, my first instinct is, who the hell was that? Let me get the hell over here. Let me try to keep as much distance as possible between me and a guy that's dressed in all black. Jesus. That's my first instinct. What's your first instinct? Let me know that in the comment section. Because clearly, he about to get clucked up.
No one was there. I yelled both Alvin and Baco's names, so when they didn't answer, it made it even stranger. But regardless, I went back to work. I was holding in a pee for a while.
What?
And I told myself I'd go when I finished work in that aisle.
No, go right now.
Seconds later, there was a huge crash a few aisles down. It actually startled me. I ran over to see what it was, and a bicycle was somehow knocked off its hook. The hook was still fine and in place. It seemed like someone would have had to put effort into knocking this down. I hung it back up and started walking around the aisles, suspicious as hell. I got to the last aisle towards the back of the store, which was the paper and cleaning aisle. Then there was this freaky-ass sound that I could best describe as a laugh.
What the fuck?
It sounded like it came from literally the next aisle over. So once again, I did a short run back to that aisle and felt my heart drop when I saw a man dressed in all black, waiting by the end of the aisle with his back facing me, but his head turned so that all I saw was only half his face. Then he suddenly ran. Not towards me, but down some other aisle. I heard his footsteps running around. I was faced with a choice of chasing after him or going to find my two co-workers.
Go to find your two co-workers.
I chose the latter. All the while, I heard these freakish laughing sounds and footsteps that I honestly felt like were circling me.
You know, I don't even know you, but I don't know your other two co-workers, but I'm pretty sure either your other two co-workers either left Walmart itself or is somewhere in the back. I'm pretty sure they're not doing no work right now. Just saying. And how you in Walmart and there's only 3 employees? Really? That's hella sus. But yeah, I'm pretty sure your other two co-workers are not like, trying to figure out how to, help you out or trying to figure out how to take down this guy. Like, nah, if I was working with you, like one of the employees there, I would have left. Either I would have left Walmart or I would have been in the back or somewhere safe. I definitely would not try to help you out. That's on you.
I found Alvin in the women's department and told him to be on the lookout for someone who wasn't meant to be in the building dressed in all black. We didn't have walkie-talkies, so I asked him to tell Baco if he ran into him. I excused myself because I couldn't hold it any longer. I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
I ran to the employees-only bathroom, which was in the warehouse section. I put a nest of toilet paper on the seat in one of the stalls and sat down. And yes, I'm the kind of person to sit when I pee.
What?
The door to the bathroom opened and closed. Naturally, with 3 to 4 people in the building, I said, "Who is that?" And with no answer, I assumed the worst. I heard that horrific laughing again, and someone stepped into view from between the crack in the door. Looking right in, they stepped closer until the crack was completely covered, and all I saw of their face was an eye. Then the whispering began. Unintelligible whispering, but the echo from the bathroom just made it more unsettling. I just remembered I had Alvin's phone number saved on my phone, so I got it out and called him at once. I was very loud with what I was saying, telling Alvin to get to the bathroom at once and help me. I stayed on the line with him and watched as the man on the other side of the stall left one more time, then ran out of the bathroom. I told Alvin to hurry, and 20 to 30 seconds later, Alvin entered the bathroom. He said he didn't see anyone on his way there.
What?
We didn't have any security guys working when the store was closed, so we couldn't even go look at the cameras. I stayed by Alvin the rest of the night, helping in whatever sections he was working in, because safety in numbers. I texted my boss that night, and when I woke up at 3 p.m. the next day, I read his response. He said all the camera screens returned static footage from the night before. Nobody went and turned them off as far as he knew. I got chills reading his texts.
I text my boss that night, that same night, text him saying, fuck this.
He believed my story and assumed it was related to the cameras, but with no video proof of a breaking and entering or trespassing, I don't think there was anything he could do.
What?
It was all above my pay grade, though. That was the only night shift I've ever had where something truly unexplainable happened.
Yeah, if you keep doing a night shift, that's not gonna be the last time something like that happens. Best believe that shit. Fuck. See, I already don't like night shifts because because shit like this. Like, more often than not, way more often than not, something typically goes wrong during the night shift than either the morning, then during the day shift. Because I would say, like, the first, second, and third shift, the second shift, that's fine. That's all right. I'm cool with that, right? All right, hold on. I'm going to go in order. Like, the first shift, because it's still early in the day, really early in the morning, right? And depending on where you live, like, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, nah. Yeah. No. What time does first shift start? What is it? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's really early in the morning, like 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Right, yeah. So depending on what, where you are, where you live, the first shift is usually still kind of dark outside, but it's fading into like the sunshine and all that, but it's still kind of dark. So I'm kind of like, I could possibly do the first shift, but that wouldn't be like my go-to, right? Second shift would be my go-to, because it's like, it's during the day. It's sunny outside. You got more people walking around, right? Yeah. Third shift, no. That's dead as hell. That's stupid. You're a dumbass. Hell no. It's just darkness. I'm not doing that. Never have, never will. Yes, I have. I have. But guarantee you, when I did the third shift, I was in closed doors where everything was locked. Double lock, triple lock, and quadruple locked. Best believe that. Right. But second shift will always be but second shift will always be like my go-to shift. First shift, and I would pick first shift over third shift, right? But third shift is just like the night shift. Something always happens during the night shift, right? Something always happens, and then when you add the night shift with a Walmart, a Wendy's, a McDonald's, a Target, basically any store that's like Burger King, basically any restaurant or any store, right? that is either open really late, right? Or like a Waffle House or something like that that's open really late or 24/7, and you do third shift, either third shift or the night shift. No, 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 no. Can't stop, won't stop, get it. Nope. Can't do it. But I feel like, sorry, excuse me. But I feel like Walmart is one of the top 5 stores, if not the top, where it attracts like the most sus, weird, creepy, pedophile-ish people, like scary people. Like, I feel like Walmart is, I don't know what it is about Walmart that just attracts so many people. So many weird, sus, creepy, scary, weird motherfuckers. I feel like Walmart is the only one that attracts so many of them. And I don't know why. Why is that? I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see why Walmart attracts so many of those types of people. Jesus. Maybe it's because the owner or like the CEO of Walmart is weird, sus, creepy, scary, and a little, pedophile-ish. Just a little bit. Right. He or she is all of that in one. So that's why it attracts so many. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.